Give him a D-Mill time, everybody. D-Mill time. If this was, we were at war and this would be a battalion, I would be what you would call on point. Going first, taking the bullet for everybody, man. Give it up for the crowd, for all these. Woo! All these seats are packed, man. Fuck that. I see dead people. It's packed, man. I'm drinking water, but I should start drinking liquor and shit. Maybe double up my vision and shit, man. Double up the crowd. Got another couple coming. How you doing? All right, cool. Well, since it's a big crowd, let me work on some stuff. I got. You guys ever had a friend that cock blocked without knowing it was cock blocking? You know, like you guys are just friends. Wouldn't matter some guy trying to, whatever. But I used to work at a restaurant, right? And I went in on my day off with a date. And I didn't tell her I worked there, because I was trying to impress her. But also, I was going to try to take her somewhere cheap. But when I picked her up, I'm like, where do you want to go eat? She goes, well, I don't like hamburgers, I don't like hot dogs. I'm like, well, damn, what do you like? She goes, I like shrimp and lobster. And I was up front. I'm like, well, we're not going to have none of that shit, So I'll take you to a nice Mexican restaurant, because that's where I work, right? It's a nice restaurant, but, I get a discount there. I'm like, cool, 50% off, I can handle that shit, right? So I took you there, and I didn't tell her I worked there. So when we got there, I parked on the street, walked up, the valet was like, hey, Benny, what's up, how you doing? I'm like, hey, what's up, man? What did you call me? Oh, that's on the street today. She's like, wow, the valet knows you must come here a lot. I'm like, yeah, I come here from time to time. Go inside, the host is all like, hey, Benny, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? I'm like, hey, man, you got any tables available in the private room? Like, yeah, you'd be the only ones. Is that cool? I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. She's like, wow, you got it like that? I'm like, yeah, well, I'm here a lot. I told you, I spend a lot of money in this place, So we sit down, the waiter's my boy, right? He's like, hey, Benny, what's up, blah, blah. She's all like, man, you must be balling, you coming this place a lot. Because the place was really nice, the decor and everything. So we're having, appetizers, and we have our entree and dessert, and whatever you want, go ahead and order it. Margaritas and stuff. We were there for about an hour just talking, and, because it was a date. It was during the day, because she, I guess she didn't want to, go out at night or something. She wanted to see what I was all about. And I was thinking, like, well, after this, I go, want to go back to my place and watch the movies. It's still early, trying to get back to the house. And she was down because, I bought her drinks and food and everything. And it was working out because she was really impressed. The fact that, I go to a place like this all the time. Right when the guy gives me the check, my homeboy Junior, the waiter, when he gives me the check, he goes, hey, Benny, can you work for me tomorrow? And I was like, huh? And the girl's like, oh, you work here? I was like, sometimes, it's fun. What am I gonna do, man? Straight cock block, man. Sucks, so I didn't get any of that, man. I'm turning 33 in 2 weeks.
Alright!
Yeah, 33 in 2 weeks, man. Kinda sucks, getting older and shit, Certain things let you know you're getting older. Like, ever since I turned 30 and over, I can do things that I couldn't do before as a young man. Like fart without knowing. Your body changes as you get older, man. I walk down the street now, I'm like, what the hell was that? It was me and shit, It sucks, man. And I realize I'm getting older because this past football season, some of the buddies got together and we played flag football. And when you're young, you play tackle. Can't do that shit. I used to go when you're young, early 20s, go play tackle football, ram each other. Bam! What's up, fool? Get up, oh, that was a good hit, though. That was a good hit. Now, fuck that, man. Just fucking running gets me tired and shit. The guy pulls my flag, I'm like, watch it, man, you'll fuck up my shirt. I don't want to get hurt at all. I used to play tackle football. I used to play for 2 hours straight, non-stop. Boom, wake up and, go do your thing, go out that night party, wake up in the morning, like, let's go do something. Let's play basketball in the morning. Man, that night, I'm fucking taking aspirin, taking a bubble bath with Epsom salt, trying to relax and stuff. My girl's like, hey, when you come over, I'm sore. Felt like I got raped and shit. It hurts, everything hurts, man. Life's a trip, man. I got a one-bedroom apartment. I got my mother come over and sleep over with me a month ago. She lives in Indiana. She came to visit me for a week, and it was cool because I haven't seen my mother like in about over a year. We talk on the phone all the time, but distance and everything. And it was cool having her there, because I missed her and stuff. And then right back in the day, I got home-cooked meals. That was cool. One got home-cooked meals, but in one-bedroom apartment, the walls are thin. You can hear everything. So it reminded me of high school because my mom's kind of nosy. I had no privacy. And no privacy. She'd hear anything I'd be doing, she'd know. Like, one time I was in the bathroom, I was like, My mom was like, honey, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, Mom, just don't worry, Because, I had the runs and stuff. She's like, you want me to make some soup? I'm like, that's what got me in here, Mom, for soup. So, I was dating a girl, and I was like, hey, why don't you come over and meet my mom? My mom's in town. She was like, all right, cool. She came over, and, we went out to dinner and everything, and my girl lived about an hour away, so, it was late. I'm like, hey, it's late. Why don't you sleep over and go home in the morning? She was like, well, all right, that's cool. It was okay with your mom. My mom was like, yeah, no problem, you know. So she switched over. My mom's in the bedroom, me and her in the living room, and you know, I'm a man, I got horny. I'm like, babe, let's have sex. Like, no, your mom's in the room next door. I'm like, so what? She's, oh, she can't hear nothing. I'm like, the walls are thin. She can hear everything. I'm like, so what? She's asleep. Come on, be fun. Pretend it's a car. Pretend it's like high school, you know? Because I'm trying to get laid, right? So I convinced her we're having sex, but you know, my mom's next door, you know, and she can hear stuff, so I was, how to be quiet, how to do it prison style, like shut the hell up, you know? Couldn't really stroke it, was really quick strokes and stuff. I finished, we go to bed, wake up in the morning, and we all go for breakfast. After breakfast, she's like, well, I gotta go, she leaves. As soon as she leaves, my mom was like, honey, did you have sex last night? And I got embarrassed, because my mom, I can't lie to my mom. I was like, you don't know my mom? I did have sex last night. You had sex while I was in the other room? I was like, you know, Mom? Yes, I did. I had sex. Really, honey? Because I didn't hear her make any noise. I was like, what? She didn't make any noise. Are you sure you're doing it right? I'm like, what the hell? My own mom, you know? Like, honey, you gotta make sure you satisfy her. She's gonna go somewhere else. Your father likes to pull my hair and spank me. I'm like, oh, shit. My mom's a freak. Ain't that sucks when your mom's having better sex than you? That's horrible, man. I live here in Pasadena, and it's a trip because you know everybody knows like if you're gay, the gay area is West Hollywood. Well, I live in Pasadena, and I was at the gym the other day, and I saw two guys making out in the shower, going at it nasty, and I was like, what the hell? This is Pasadena, not West Hollywood. What are you doing that shit here for, man? You guys gotta stop that shit. So I watched these fools for 20 minutes just to see how far they would take it. I was like, you guys are nasty, man. You guys gotta stop that shit, you know? Hey, I like a good show too. Oh man, it's a trip, man. Cause you know, I got nothing against gay people, but you know, if you're gay, keep it to yourself, man. You know, like I went to Hollywood for the Halloween parade last Halloween, and I was with my homeboy. It was two of my buddies and one of my buddies' girlfriend. You know, I was dressed as a doctor, or whatever, and I'd never been hit up by so many gay guys. You know, to the point where my buddy was like, "Dude, if you were gay, you'd be the man." And I was like, "Why can't it be the man? Why can't it be the man with the girl? What the hell, you know?" But the worst one was, there was like 4 gangster fools walking, holding hands, like, you know, the jerseys, Raider jerseys and everything, bald, looking crazy, holding hands on them. And I'm walking with my boys and stuff, and I'm walking ahead of them, and I felt a hand on my shoulder. And I look, and it's one of those gay gangster fools. I'm like, what the hell? And the guy's like, I guess not. I'm like, hell no, fool! And he's like, what, you trying to get crazy? And the homeless came over, I was like, fuck, it's not that, it's just that I'm with him, you know, because I don't want to get my ass kicked by 4 gay gangsters and shit, man. It sucks, man. But nothing wrong with being gay. You know, if you're gay, that's cool. I like women myself. But not gonna lie, sometimes I get tempted to go and get free drinks. You know, that's funny to me. Fuck all you. No, but I can get going. I know you're single, and are you single? Or you with the guy you came in? You with him? All right, so I don't need to talk to you. You guys drinking? I had a friend. She was cool. She was trying to. Right? Just friends. That's how we were. Just friends. We'd go out like, hey, you know, we're just friends. You know, introduce me. So, like, she would go to a club, nightclub, and she'd be like, oh, this is my friend Benny. Because guys would ask her to dance. And like, is it cool? I'm like, we're just friends. Like, yeah, we're just friends. Who cares? Don't worry. Let's go dance, whatever. Then when everyone at the bar, she'd come up, buy me a drink. We're just friends. Fuck that shit, you know? I'm not gonna waste my money, man. Anyways, I'm gonna stop because y'all gonna go what I'm going through, so it doesn't matter. So that's my name all the time. Benny Menna. Thank you much.